a lot of our job as a parent is to regulate ourselves, especially in challenging moments, because we're using mirror neurons to teach our kids how to regulate themselves. So that's way easier said than done because we've all been in situations like I always give the example of my toddler's throwing a fit in the Target clothing aisle and literally flailing about. And it's really hard to keep yourself composed and
You need to
calm.
shut down that scene right away.
Yes, while that is going on, big piece is we regulate ourselves, and that helps children learn how to regulate themselves. But then the other piece is learning how to approach kids and when to do it appropriately. So what I mean by that is there's different stages of our brain. We call it the red zone, the yellow zone, and the green zone. So the red zone is kind of our most primitive part of our brain, and that tends to be when kids are flailing about on the Target floor, screaming, yelling so intensely. And what we tend to do as parents is that tends to be when we chatter the most. So you can't be doing this right now. Like, why are you acting this way? Like, what's going on? Let's just calm down. So we chatter, 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 chatter. And what we don't realize is they're in their deep fight or flight mode. They're in that deep primitive cortex. They don't hear anything you're saying. And it just tends to escalate us as parents and it tends to escalate the child. And so it tends to make everything worse. What conscious discipline is really trying to help us get our kids from that deep primitive part of our brain up to the cortex, where then you can have more conversations with them, where they can be more receptive to what you're saying. And so it's teaching our kids how to regulate that vast variety of emotions that we have. We all are going to feel anger. We're all going to feel frustrated. We're all going to feel annoyed. But it's, how do we get from that intense emotional reaction to moving into our cortex where we can calm ourselves down and be rational?